Welcome everybody, my name is Mark. This is my first YouTube Let's Play ever. I'm going to be playing Spelunky. I will be replaying the tutorial just to get a feel for doing this whole talking and playing thing. If it's good, I'm probably going to go ahead and reset the game so that you can watch along with my progress. Without further ado, let's play Spelunky. So this series has been primarily inspired by watching Brian, also known as Lorgon111. He does a lot of excellent Minecraft videos that I really enjoy, and he recently started playing Spelunky. I had a lot of fun watching him, and decided I would go ahead and buy the game. I started playing it and thought I might have a interestingly different voice than anyone else I've seen for the game. So I thought I would start my own Let's Play series and have a little fun with that. The main reason I think my voice might be different is I have a lot of experience with NetHack, Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup, and some of the other roguelikes, including a few Ascensions in each of those too. And I can see that Spelunky is definitely a love letter to those games in parts, although I wouldn't strictly call it a roguelike. We can talk about that more later. Greetings, my name is Young, and this is my journal. Dusty maps and rumors of amazing treasures have led me here, deep under the desert. There's something very strange about this place. The layout seems to change all the time. I've never seen the same room twice. That was that roguelike thing that we were talking about. Spelunky does have procedurally generated maps. It could be the legendary curse of Olmec, the one they say traps people inside the caves forever. I push the idea out of my mind and focus on the treasure instead. If I master the basics of movement and combat, I know I'll leave here a rich man. So this is the first tutorial level. Clearly I can move around. A to jump. And you can see I can grab onto the edges of things. Things we already know, because I have been playing this game a bunch. I can jump on things. I can whip. And holding the left shoulder button lets me run, which is really helpful for getting around. I am playing this game in Arch Linux. I haven't seen any other Linux folks in the Let's Play very much. I'm playing under Wine. Surprisingly enough, it works just almost perfectly out of the box. I bought the game off Steam, and that all works really well. I'm recording with a really nice program called Simple Screen Recorder, which does a good job of being really easy to set up and get running. It has an OpenGL capture injection, which works very nicely for this game and some of the other ones that I've tried. I'll then be doing some post-processing using PTV, mostly just to get clean edges at the start and end of the video, because otherwise it'll tend to look terrible if I just start and stop it using the recorder to start and end videos. I am playing using a controller from my old PlayStation and a USB connector that converts that. I'm sorry. The journey has been more difficult than I expected. I've fallen in spike pits, stepped into traps, and been attacked by monsters. Yet no matter what happens, I always wake up at the entrance to the mines. It's like death itself has lost its way down here. Despite the eeriness of these events, I remain focused on the task at hand. Eagerly I press on, pursuing my fame and fortune. Speaking of the controller, there's a nice Windows program called X360 Cee, which I found to be necessary in order to get the controller to play nicely with Spelunky. It has trouble reading any device except for a Xbox 360 controller because of the way Microsoft's support for other controllers has been removed in the XInput standard, which they're recommending that a lot of games use these days. So X360 Cee, I'll link to it, does a great job, basically tricks things into thinking that you have a Xbox 360 controller, or makes your other controller be read as though it were one so it can work with XInput only games. why we'll throw a rope here so that I can go up. We saw that nice bomb back there. Also, not so much about the controller, actually really about my microphone. I do want to apologize. The only microphone I could locate easily was a really inexpensive mic that came with an old Apple Macintosh ages ago. And I have it clipped to my chest as though it were something really professional, but it's really not. This is unfortunately having the side effect that, well, the microphone is better at picking up the clicking noises from the controller than it is my voice. I've done what I can to adjust the gain, so hopefully there won't be any hissing, but there's unfortunately nothing I can really do about, good job, about the clicking until I buy a better mic, which I will probably try if this takes off and I really enjoy it and keep doing this kind of thing. Let's bomb and get those. I really almost fell in there. That was a really good job. Okay, getting the rest of this cool stuff, and then I can go down. This running across gaps is really handy, and I'm glad they made sure to tell you in the tutorial that you can do that, because I might not have ever figured it out. I caught a glimpse of a lush paradise the other day at the end of the mines. How could such a place exist so far underground, and what lies beyond? Cave merchants speak of even more fabulous sights further below, ancient ruins and cities made of gold. The very idea makes my restless heart beat faster. Final tutorial level. So, down in X to drop a bomb right where you are. Oh, no, that wasn't X, that was B. But it was a nice way to get the gem. Down in X to pick something up. And then X again to throw it, as we know. Yeah, from playing a bit and also from watching Brian, one of the things I've learned is that running around is generally a good idea. So you can see that I'm basically holding my left button down in order to constantly run. Okay, let's go over to the shop. I have lots of ropes and bombs, but let's buy some more just for the heck of it. I thought I was going to hit myself in the head with that for a second. Let's go up here. And you have to use a rope to get to that chest, so I'll do so since I have lots of them. And I'm going to go over here. Throw rocks at the bats because I'm really not good at timing the whips for them yet. Conveniently, that set off this arrow trap, which otherwise I wouldn't have noticed at all. This thing looks cool and shiny. So let's continue on. And it makes a neat clanging noise when I throw it. It seems like we can push these blocks. I'm talking as though I didn't know exactly how all this works. I'm not sure why. Okay, going over here, and there's a dog. I will always be using the dog avatar for the damsel in my version of the game. I'm just going to pretend that it was always intended to be a dog. And that's all there is to it. It makes me happy that way. I can run across this and get hit by a snake. I can put the dog down and whip him and come back in there. And if we carry the dog or the idol or the damsel to the exit, notice that, again, my damsel will always be a dog, and I will be calling it a dog. Something special happens. Grab this money. And I need a rope to get back because I jumped down. If I come over here with the idol, we can drop that off. Oh, and I immediately got 5,000 money. I like to have a rock when I exit levels. happens to be the last tutorial level. Sorry for that pause, my screensaver kicked in. I'll have to turn that off for future videos. To whomever holds this journal, I hope you find it useful. It served me well, but I no longer need it. I'm descending into the caves for what I hope is the last time. I won't return until I've escaped with the ultimate treasure. Or are there even greater delights to be discovered? Well, there's only one way to find out. Take this key. It will open the entrance to the mines. Follow me if you dare. Happy exploring. Yang. So that's the end of the tutorial, and I will finish my video here. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if it's fun, I'll probably make this a continuing series for as long as it's still interesting to watch me explore the game and learn. The first few videos I will be catching up to where I already am, so hopefully it'll kind of move quickly. And then after that, we'll see how things go. And if this goes well, then I may also try out some other games. So, thanks a lot, hope you enjoyed.